Well, as stated at the start of the night, seated with a couple of former NBA coaches of the year. Who's that dashing figure on the side?
I don't know, but there's a lot of gray on that goatee.
I don't know.
Ooh, that guy's gray.
You look pretty good, though. You're intense.
And that's a handsome man right there.
Look at the czar going to work out there. See, I like that. You're able to accept some advice as well.
Dante Jones helped me out. Yeah.
Helping you out, trying to get you straight there.
Dante always had advice for me. You know that?
You always got one on your team, don't you?
Dante always wanted to help out.
So who better to enlighten us on the pathway to team success, whether you are building a team or maintaining high performance, than these gentlemen? So we are only days away now from the All-Star break. And Mike, I'll start with you. Whether you have a young team or a veteran team, what are some of the keys to keeping these guys focused and performing well so they're not just thinking about being off for a little while?
I always felt that I dealt with 4 times during the course of the year whereby you could steal games. And I would try to sell them on the idea that one was coming out of the gates, out of the chute. If you have a veteran nucleus coming back, they already know the sets, they know the defense, they have the options to the plays. If they're in decent shape, they're going to steal some games because they've been together, played together, they know what they're doing. Secondly, it was the 10 days right before All-Star break because some of the teams go on vacation early. They're so mentally fatigued and so beat up, they can't wait for that All-Star break. So I would impress upon them, this is the time we can make up some games and win some extra games. Third, coming back from the All-Star break. A lot of teams don't come back from the All-Star break.
Hangover
they stay out there and they're mentally not ready and their injuries aren't back yet. So you can steal a couple there. And then down the stretch, the last 10 days, 12 days of the regular season, some guys have already gone home on vacation. You can grab some games there.
Coach, when they start shipping them cars home,
that's right.
As a coach, you know you're in trouble.
Pick it up.
Hey, the last 2 weeks, the guys are shipping cars home, you know you're in trouble.
But it's interesting, Sam, and just to pick up on what Mike was saying before we get to you, and you're talking about learning to win. It really is a matter of keeping guys on track. That's 24/7 job. Is it?
You know
not,
what coaching
no
is? And coach will tell you, it's salesman. You got to sell these guys. He used the right word. I try to sell these guys on these 4 things. You got to paint a picture for these guys. You got to give them a vision, and then you got to walk them through the process, and that's how you get it done. And it's every day reminding these guys, pushing them, challenging them, trying to keep them focused because the season is a grind for the coach. You know it is for the players.
All right, let's get to what I said you were going to talk about here, and that is that expression we hear, learning to win, okay? Teaching teams how to win. Sam, you're fresh out of this because you had that young Minnesota Timberwolves team, so talented, but yet and still they need a direction. They need to all be going in the same direction. How did you get them started?
Well, first of all, when you got young guys, I try to remind them that they're already winners. All these guys from high school, AAU, college, they've won. So when they come to the NBA, it's all about learning. 2, I always make sure they understand we're not losing because we're not talented. We're losing because we're young and a lack of experience. And as our experience grow, we're going to grow as a team and get better. 3, learning and developing mental toughness. Bill Musselman used to say to us all the time, if you're a mentally tough basketball team, you can win games, those tough games, not give in, not give up. And then 4th and then last, your basketball aptitude will eventually catch up with your athleticism. What I mean by that is when you have a young team, they're young, they're athletic, they can do a lot of things, but as they catch up mentally and learn how to play the game mentally, and then it coincides with their athleticism, that's when you start winning basketball games. So it's just constant reinforcement and letting these guys understand. Everyone loses. 95% of the players coming in this league as rookies, they lose, especially if you're a number 1, number 2 pick because you normally go to a bad team. But it's not because of talent. It's because of learning and experience. And once you gain those with reps and minutes, then the winner's going to take care of itself.
You know, Sam, just to wrap this up, it was interesting because I watched you on video, and then I saw you on that graphic that we had, and now I see you here. It looks like 3 different guys. Are you a secret agent? Is this a cover? Are you working for the government?
Well, you know, there was times when I thought I was a little CIA agent, man, or something. You know, look, you can drop me off right now in Columbus, Georgia, and I can find out what's going on. but I'm not going to some of them other places.
That's all I'm. Is that really you? You're really Sam Mitchell right now, right?
Absolutely,
okay.
right now, until you drop me in Columbus, Georgia. You see, you don't hear me saying other places overseas, right?